Hello, my name is Ron Adams and I'm recording my first two-part YouTube video today on tarot and the power of intention. I usually work professionally reading tarot cards on the Boulder Pearl Street Mall and also at the Lighthouse Bookstore, also for clients that I meet locally at convenient places, coffee houses of their home. I also do readings out of my home on the phone and on the computer. The power of intent is very important, and I find that blessing my space and arranging some stones on my table and having a nice cloth, setting the intention is very important in this kind of business. The power of intention, I think, is what the last 2,000, 3,000 years of history have been all about, is so that we can learn the power of our focus and not just get caught up in those different focuses, but to work with them and discipline them and use them. And so the power of intention, I want to demonstrate that today with the tarot reading. So let's go ahead and shuffle up the cards. I've already set my intention somewhat, so I'm going to shuffle the cards here. And then I'm always cut from right to left with my right hand, since I'm left-handed writer. And I randomly pick that. Alright, so the cards are all good and shuffled here. Let's take a look at the first card. The Ace of Cups. I love using the Thoth deck, the Crowley deck. So the Ace of Cups is about opening up the heart. Notice the lotus under the cup and all the energy that's shining everywhere. So Ace is a very good card to symbolize the power of intent. And in this connection, I love doing tarot. I really open up my heart to that. And with the moon today in Taurus, we start the Star of Harmony layout in the Earth path. So the Ace of Cups is about gratitude, opening up of the heart. I'm, as a gift, giving this to you at this time in understanding the power of focus. Ace being number one, Cups being water and emotions and feelings. Let's take a look at the next card here. Well, we had the 1 and now we have the 2. Maybe simple as 1, 2, 3. We'll see. And here we have the 2 of coins. The Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail. And there are the 2 yin-yang symbols, 2 of them, representing the earth, air, fire, and water. But more exactly in the ones that we have water and fire, which don't usually mix, and we have air and earth, which don't usually mix. Usually air and fire go together really well, and water and earth go together really well. But this card is about change and harmony. And today it's also about mirrors and reflection. So this falls in the intuition side, the psychic side. So tarot can definitely, as you work with setting your intent, it is very important how you approach your reading. I always suggest, you write down a few questions, because when you're in the middle of a reading, sometimes, your mind can completely go blank. As a psychic, you don't have to tell me your questions. I actually work better if you don't tell me your questions. And at the end of the reading, we can more than 9 times out of 10 see that the questions were already answered. And also, at this time, it's also about developing your abilities. If you want to delve into your own intuition yourself, harmony, balance, and change. Meditation, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, all these are very helpful and useful areas to work with. in opening up and trusting your own intuition, and not second guessing yourself, but trusting your first instincts, your first intuition about things. Follow it, see where it leads you. So ace, number 1, 2 of disc, number 2. The third card here we have is the Queen of disc, and there's the green goat standing there. She has a wand in her hand, which is the star is in a crystal. The star tetrahedron is in the crystal at the top. She's also carrying a globe, like a buckyball, which is a kind of a globe in a sense of like the world, the inner world as well too. This comes up in the 3rd position in the reading, and this is the mind, air, intelligence. Finding your own sacred space, being comfortable in your own skin. The Queen of Coins overlooks the oasis, all that she sees, and she's comfortable with that. The old goat, the Capricorn energies. Capricorns can be very productive people, and this is sort of like the energy of green, fertility, growth. So in the reading today, I think it's productive to share this information with people. For myself, my intention in sharing it is to show how the power of intent works, and also getting up a YouTube so I can get the word out there for any one of you who would like a session with me. Like I said, I've read 34 plus years, so that's a little plug for myself. I do the Star of Harmony layout, which is an 8-card layout, and I also do a 37-card layout, which is called the Sacred Wheel Ceremony. And I usually charge $75 for that, but right now I have a discount for that for $50. My regular readings are about $20 for 20 minutes, or $1 a minute. Now that I had that little plug out of the way, I'll go on to the next card here. Well, money. Well, I guess that was a segue. Money, 10 of coins, and every sign in this card is of Mercury. We have Mercury on each symbol here, from Kether to Banah, to Hakma, Chesed, to Gabira, to Tiferet, to Nasak, to Had, to Yesod, to Malkut, and then there's Doth there in the middle, which is kind of like a little tombstone or a graveyard. But they're all different symbols of Mercury, which is communication. And I see this card as money, but it's also the card of confidence and self-worth. Now today in the reading it falls under the position of the inner self, our spirit. So kind of like, again, bringing forth more confidence in oneself, kind of having grounding, feeling grounded. Doing a spiritual reading here, we have, it's interesting, we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. So 10 and 2 is 12, and I always see the Queen as the number 12, so we've got 24 Pentacles there. Very strong Mars energy related in all those symbols here. So I think a reading does bring forth more confidence, and it helps you kind of see where you're at. It's a communication that can give you insight on your path, where the energies, which way they're flowing, and open up new doors for yourself so that you can feel confident and sure of yourself. And when you have that inner security, when you have that inner harmony, and when you open up your heart, those are very powerful combinations to work with. And these, I'm reading these of the cards there. So let me show you the reading so far in the layout that I'm using, the Star of Harmony, the Wheel of Harmony. Let's see if I can focus that a little. Anyway, that's the layout. I'm going clockwise because it's a waxing moon. I go counterclockwise during a waning moon. So we got a couple seconds here, and I will put up some links so that you can find out more about my readings and stuff, and then we'll do part 2. We'll continue with this reading. So I hope you enjoyed it very much. I was gifted as a young child. My grandmother taught me numerology, and I used the regular deck of playing cards growing up. I remembered my birth, and and my grandmother was a great mentor in helping me with the various things